And a very good Thursday morning, everybody. O'Don here in the Tri-State Traffic Show Traffic Center. Welcome to the big broadcast here for an early Thursday morning. Now coming up on 7:15. No, we're we're a little bit late, but actually, let me just adjust the camera here. There we go. I know we are just a little bit late here this morning, but as you can see, I am still unshaven here. I had so full disclosure, I shave in the shower, as many do. Also, this morning, the shower broke. Don't know why. All of a sudden, it like stopped putting out water. So I had like zero water pressure or whatever. Managed to finish taking the soap off myself, but didn't have enough water pressure or whatever to go ahead and try to shave. It wouldn't even get hot, so it was like a cold shower. So that's why I'm like this. So yeah, it's been a bit of a rough, little tough morning here this morning. Then I had to restart all the gear here. The camera wasn't working, so I don't know. Maybe squirrels have infiltrated on this early Thursday into the traffic center. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, we are here, yes, and we are certainly faring a whole lot better than our friends down in South Florida. I mean, wow, it has been just unbelievable, and just absolutely unbelievable the amount of rain. It's kind of really crazy here this morning. Let me see here. 7 a.m. Just give me 1 second because John had sent me weather watchers for today. No, this is right. I'm sorry, because all of a sudden John just you know what? Let me just do this over here. Let me put up the map here very quickly because I'm all over the place here this morning. Put the map for a second. Take myself off camera because there's about 5 things all happening at the same time, and New Jersey is just getting crushed, which is going to be out here on 78. So we'll get to that in a moment. Let me do this. Let's quickly do this. Drop the banner. Let's put this up. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery is our sponsor here this morning. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. Again, we're going to 8:30 because I know I'm late, but I have to restart. I just want to make sure everything works for the New Jersey Morning Show coming up at the top of 9 o'clock this morning. Let me do this. Let's see. Okay. Anna, I got your message, and we'll take care of that tomorrow. So that's not a problem at all. All right, let's kind of reset here now. Let's go to the Weather Center, and let's welcome in Rain Herbert for our first check of the forecast here at 7:18. We'll get to the comments after that, and then we'll get into the action here this morning. Wow, we're all over the place. Jeez, wow. Anyway, so let's welcome in Rain. Good morning.
Good morning, Don. Headlines for today: beautiful weather for the rest of the week. But as we move into the weekend, do expect some showers on Saturday and Sunday, and that also might continue into next week, but we'll keep an eye on that. As for the tropics, Hurricane Ian has been bearing down on Florida, which we'll get to in just a bit. So looking at our commute forecast for this morning, skies are clear, looks like a good commute, and as we move into the afternoon and evening, same goes for then, looking like a beautiful day. Today's high temperatures: 70 in Piscataway and Trenton, 69 in Milford, Islip, New York, and Toms River, and slightly chillier up in Sussex. And the lows for tonight: 51 in Milford, Piscataway, Trenton, much chillier in Sussex at 43, starting to get those crisp fall nights, and then also warmer down in Wildwood at 61 degrees. Looking at our futurecast for the remainder of today and Thursday, just clouds in the sky, no actual precipitation, but as we move into Friday towards the afternoon, that's when we start to see the precipitation coming up from the south, affecting South Jersey first, and then as we move further into Friday and we go into Saturday, that's when much heavier rain does start to appear, heavier in the south as opposed to North Jersey as well as New York and the Connecticut area. But yeah, in the Atlantic County area, Cape May, as you can see, much heavier rains. So definitely if you're going outside for whatever reason, do bring an umbrella and just be wary that driving conditions could also be bad. And then taking a look at tropics, Hurricane Ian has made landfall in Florida as a category 4. And as it continues to move, it is dissipating and getting less strong. We do expect that it will, as it travels, it might make landfall once again in the Carolinas area, but we do just have to keep an eye on that and see what happens. And back to you, Don.
Thank you, Rain, and good morning to you. Welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Very nicely done. Let's give Rain some applause there. Rutgers University in New Brunswick, I should say. So good morning to you, Rain. Thank you so much. This is the latest radar here that we're looking at this morning. As you can just see, this monster storm has just cut a path of destruction through, Tampa, Lakeland, Sarasota, Port Charles, Cape Coral, Naples, again, Sarasota. It's just, just a ton of rain. I mean, now it's just east out through the Space Coast. Daytona Beach is getting clobbered here. Orlando with a lot of heavy rain. But as Rain had said, that this potentially will come out, is going to come out here into some more warmer waters. So it should be interesting to see if it picks up any steam getting into this area, and it looks like it's being forecast to come back up in towards Savannah, Columbia, up this way towards the Charlotte area. So, but you can see how far the outer bands of the storm, how big this is, gets all the way up into North Carolina, Wilmington, Greenville, just east of Rocky Mount. So, big storm, and looking at those rain totals for Saturday, which would be great for Alexandra. If it rains all day Saturday, I don't know the plans for Saturday, but I think maybe we'll get it out of the way on Saturday and get this thing out of here before Sunday. But anyway, so that's the quick check of the radar here this morning. We're going to get to our action again. This half hour or 15 minutes really is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. Actually, what I think I'm going to do here, we got to give equal love here to all of our sponsors. We're going to bring them all in now for the Bacchanal sponsorship this morning. So let's get to the comments here. Alexandra, good morning. Running around to make final payments to a few vendors and then picking up my friend from Newark Airport later on tonight. Excellent. The final push is on here. Anna says, Buenos dias. The Shave Cave needs to do a house call. That they do. Exactly. Right. It's the craziest thing. All of a sudden the shower just stopped working. Don't ask me. Anna says, good luck, Alexander. Praying that the weather holds up for your special day. We do too. And yes, great job, Rain. What a great name for a meteorologist. Absolutely. There's been several great names for meteorologists. One back in the day was Stormfield. I mean, how does it get any better than that? Amy Freeze. That's another good one. And these are their actual names, and now we have Rain. So, good stuff. All right. So let's get to the action of why you're tuning in is for the traffic. Let's run it down here this morning. It is just exploding here, literally all over the place. So first is eastbound on 78 to 26 Rattlesnake Bridge Road in Bedminster. We've got the shoulder out with a fluid spill. We have debris here on the car side of the turnpike going south north of 7A. One lane is blocked because of an overturned dump truck on the southbound outer roadway. The southbound overturned dump truck here. This is on the outer roadway. One left lane is out. Broken down vehicle on the Turnpike North. The ramp to 11 is got a lane down there as well. Looks like they may have cleared up the inner roadway southbound mess. So let's go to 78 here, and you can see what that crash has been doing. Going east of exits 20 through 26. That's going to add about another 15 minutes or so. And now you're starting to pick up some extra traffic here on 22 and White House as well, out through Old Wick Road and then east through Branchburg because people are bailing out of 78. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Let's go to this Turnpike mess as we head south into 195 and 7A. Now, again, that's a bit of a popular route as well for folks getting to 195, getting to the State House for our staties who are working up in the north. Let's go to the cameras and the Turnpike here this morning. And again, we've got all four of our sponsors in here for the next hour, giving everybody a little bit of equal time here this morning because we got, tropical storm coverage, and we've got, so it may not be the full sponsorship here as we normally do, but it is being fully represented at the bottom of the screen. Let's go to 7A. Let's see if we have any visuals on this. Of course not. But frankly, I have no idea what direction we are looking. This is at 7A. That's not really showing us much. There's 8. Again, the interchanges here through Middlesex County into Mercer are fairly spread out. Let's go to the 11 Plaza, shall we? See if we can see that broken down vehicle. There it is in the right lane. And again, you're also dealing with that construction on the truck side, closing up the right lane as well at 11. So it's really banging up traffic here. Getting on to the Turnpike from the Parkway at 129. Show us anything? No, this is that northbound. There's the right lane shut there. Beginnings of it. So you need to watch for that. So there's our southbound delays. Since we're in South Jersey, we'll just stay here for a minute. The 5542, the normal stuff there. 295 out by exit 30 is getting hit hard. Cape May, Atlantic City, Ocean City is good. Toms River, Lakewood, things are fine. As we continue down here, 287 busy and through Edison, South Plainfield, both ways. And the Bound Brook is busy. Parkway, though, is fine. Outer Bridge Crossing, again, I'm not sure. That Outer Bridge Crossing back in the day never really had any kind of traffic going into Staten Island. So I'm wondering why so many people are traversing into Staten Island here at 7:27 in the morning. Parkway is good until you get to Clark, 135 straight up the line. 135 all the way to 153 is just being hammered. Turnpike is heavy north of 12 all the way up to 14. Eastbound 78. We had some late running construction. Believe that was on the local side heading in through Hillside and Newark at 56, but that's been picked up. But the damage done here, just a mess. 24 now picking up more traffic out through 78. I mean, look at this Parkway. There's just basically no room to move here through Bloomfield. 280 both ways at the Stickle Drawbridge. I mean, there's just traffic everywhere. Both ways, 24 is heavy at 287. East on 80, look at all this sun glare and volume from 28 all the way through to 42. So is Route 10 is heavy into 53. Both 206 getting south into Flanders is a mess. 15 is starting to get heavier now. Out through Picatinny Arsenal into 80. We take a look at 80 in Patterson. The normal delays both ways getting out through Madison Avenue. Route 3, lots of volume there, east into 17. So is eastbound 46 out to the Route 3 interchange. And then 208 is just getting hit hard here from Cedar Hill, maybe. Let's just see. Yeah, Cedar Hill on over to Fairlawn Avenue. And then 17 both ways here out through Rochelle Park, out of Paramus and Lodi. Eastbound 4 is a mess at Hackensack Avenue. I think you kind of get the drill. Let's go to the Hudson River crossings because I would imagine that George has got to be at least 45. Just doing a visual spot check there. 44. The old boy still got it. About 45 at the George, about 35 to 40 at the Lincoln, 25 to 30 at the Holland. Let's run down New Jersey Transit now. Northeast Corridor also operate full weekday schedules of the 20-minute delays in both directions to earlier disabled SEPTA train near Trenton. Okay. That's good news there. That's the only issue. Kind of not really an issue, but I guess there must have been something very early this morning. Let's go to PATH. It seems like the PATH delays here take forever to populate. Again, with the mandatory Hackensack River Bridge lifting, affecting North to Old Trade, 10 to 11, and then 1 to 2. Okay. Let's go to the city incident page, see what we've got brewing. Nothing on the list, so we'll start in the Bronx. Somebody's saying it crashed on the Deegan. Interesting. That's backed up through Yonkers, Bronx River Parkway, heavy out of Mount Vernon, all the way down to the the Bruckner. Thought I was going to sneeze there for a second. 7:30 is our time. You're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show on Facebook and YouTube. We welcome everyone into the big broadcast here this morning. We've got Ray and Herbert in the Weather Center on top of the forecast and giving us the latest updates. And now Tropical Storm Ian is just after it cut straight through the heart of Florida. And she'll give us the latest updates there. We are sponsored this half hour by all four of our great sponsors: Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery, crimeforvanillabeancreamery.com. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Also travels at darley-newman.com. Watch your show on Amazon Prime, PBS Create, Wonder Innovation TV's Journey. Also, The Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, and Maxim Motorcars LLC, which is Maxim Motorcars. That is located along Route 15 West Clinton Street 303 out in Dover, New Jersey, and Morris County between Routes 46 and Route 80. That's our buddy Nick out there at Maxim Motorcars. So again, this is just normal stuff. It's just volume here. You know, Bruckner, Cross Bronx, and Deegan. Focus on the Deegan in a second just to see if there is something there. South on the Harlem River Drive is heavy here at the RFK Triborough. Also, both ways of the Whitestone Bridge is crowded. Take it over to the BQE is heavy into the Grand Central. Mets, I believe, won last night. Yankees won again. Aaron Judge got 61, so he's tied with Roger Maris. So I think that was a big hurdle to cross. Now we just have to see. He's going to get one home run in about 6-7 games or so. So we're looking at probably another 20-25 at bats. So we'll see how that goes. Midtown Tunnel is about 15, maybe a 10 or so. Same thing at the Ed Koch. We'll check up on BQE or maybe something's going on there. And then just kind of more normal stuff here on the BQE Gowanus combination into the Brooklyn Bridge. Staten Island is getting crushed from the Goethals to the Verrazano with sun glare. So is the Bell Parkway. West here into Flatbush is busy. Both ways to the Jackie Robinson, barely any room to move. West on the Belt is heavy here past the Van Wyck. North on the Cross Island is a disaster from Sunrise Highway all the way up to the LIE. Grand Central, LIE, all heading west out of Long Island is just a mess. Speaking of Long Island, let's do this now. Got populated here. Broken out vehicle west at 62 the shoulder, so that's not really going to problem. Southern State, I mean, this is pre-pandemic. We're back. I mean, there's no, I don't even think you can classify it as anything else. Southern State in either direction, Wantagh out to the Meadowbrook is heavy. West on the LIE is busy here at 39. Northern State right off the Meadowbrook is just crowded all the way to the Grand Central. Heavier delays here on the LIE as we get out to 135. And then also west on the LIE here, Deer Park Avenue is busy. More traffic out of 60 on over towards about 57, 58, that area. Sunrise Highway is heavy here this morning. Let's go to Riverhead on 24, getting east into Flanders is crowded. East on Sunrise Highways, heavy Hampton Bay, Shinnecock Hills, Tuckahoe, Watermill, Bridgehampton. Again, kind of what else is new, right? Yeah. Um, let's see. 95 Bridgeport, 28, all the way down through about exit 6. The Parkway is heavy here into 44, all the way down to 37 or so. Let's check in with the Connecticut incident page, shall we? Good that there's no incidents. Let's check in with the Hudson Valley now. 7:35 now is our time. Yeah, not much going on there in the Hudson Valley either. As you can see it here, Cross County, kind of normal stuff there. Out by the Hutch, east on 287, Sunglare. Into White Plains, exits 1 through 5, and then 287 going south. 287 actually traveled truly south instead of east. So yeah, so that's what we're dealing with here to the Tappan Zee Bridge. Let's continue up into Orange County. Thruway looks good. 84, Route 6, 284. Thruway, 84, Beacon, Fishkill. On over to Brewster, west on 84. We're still really heavy here. Getting out to 684, 684 south of 84 is crowded. 684 in towards Croton Falls, 22 into Purdy's. Golden's Bridge is going to be a bit of a slow go. No questions about that, ladies and gentlemen, coming at you. All right, so let's go to A. I give you the MTA. Northbound A trains delay with while we move a train with the door problems there is at Euclid Avenue. Okay. Long Island Railroad is good. Metro North, we're fine. So that's some good news there. That is welcome news this morning. Ow. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's see, what else do we want to do? Reset here again. A lot of the stuff is just delays. Oh, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the Deegan to see if there was a crash there. Let's see what we got. Down in this area here. That's south on the left. Unless it's into this construction, some capacity. That's southbound going away. It still amazes me what they're actually attempting to do. I don't know if they're widening the Deegan or I'm not sure. I don't know. There's only so many places you can go with this, right? Yeah, that's what it looks like to me is that they're widening the Major Deegan here. This looks all new. It's kind of crazy that they're actually doing that. Wow. I'm assuming that'll help. Maybe they're going to add make it four lanes or so in either direction. But I haven't seen it kind of crash. So, oh, there's the other one on the BQE that we wanted to look at as well. Right in here. No. Let's see this one. No. Ramp. BQE. It's amazing they built a big, beautiful bridge, and it's you know, you build it, they will come kind of a deal, and kind of nuts. I mean, beautiful bridge, but it still isn't enough room. I don't know where everyone's go. Like, I just don't get it. Like, do 6 lanes in either direction. No, I don't see anything. So spot check, and then I thought that there was something here. Actually, Anna, I have a question for you. Have you ever been to? It's an interesting name. It sounds more like a strip club than anything else. It's called Sinners, Sinners Steakhouse in Point Pleasant. Our, our shore bureau, whether you've been there or have heard of anybody who's gone there, just trying to get some intel, see how that is. Loretta says, best of luck to the bride to be. Rain on your wedding is good luck. Yes, absolutely. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not a deluge of water. Let's see here. 7:41 is our time. Just doing some spot checks here on the FDR Drive. So let's go back to New Jersey now, where incident-wise, it's been really the heaviest. So outer roadway south of interchange 8, the turnpike is really getting hit hard here. Up the turnpike cameras here. Nothing at Molly Pitcher. Out at 8. I still don't see this 7A stuff. It's at the plaza. This is at 7. No. Don't see anything there. So again, we're just looking at this mess of a map. You know what? Let's go back to let's go here. I want to check out the travel times on 78 to see what we've got. So yeah, because of that accident here, again, we're looking at about 30 miles. It's going to take you double that. And again, most of the congestion is from about exit 18 into 26. That's why Route 22 is starting to see a lot more traffic heading east. Let's go here to cameras, because 202 looked a little banged up as we got out to Circle. If the camera works, I don't know. Anybody? So that was right in here. So fairly busy coming into 202 206 merge in Somerville Raritan area. Out of Branchburg by the Wegmans, coming up into this to Route 22. So just a little bit heavy there this morning. A little heavier than I'd like to see. Again, 78 is just really getting clobbered. Wow. Everyone's stopping to take a look at that. Let's focus in here on Middlesex County now. Route 18 is fairly busy out to Edgeboro Road. At 130, starting to see some more volume in North Brunswick. So is Route 9 getting into 34. Then again, out to Route 35. Southbound 440 to 287 north is heavy both ways here at exits 10 through 12. That is a mess. Most of South Jersey, we are in pretty good shape. Although the turnpike, again, this is from essentially 8 south of 33 down to 195 with that with the debris spill and the overturned dump truck in the outer truck lanes, closing up the left lane. So again, that's going to run you, you know what? Let's go to the travel times. Why not? Got Turnpike South has to hit. They just put these from 8A through 6, 22 miles, but it doesn't, I can't imagine that something's not right about that time. Because that should really, I don't know, that should be heavier than that. I think it's just somehow missing that delay of some time. I don't know how that's possible, but it is. All right, north on the Parkway, a little heavy out to the Brick area. Again, we still have our Deptford, Voorhees delays on 42, 55, and 295. All right, so it's 7:45, so let's stick to the schedule. Again, we're going to 8:30 here. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Let's welcome in Rain Herbert to the Traffic Center and the Tri-State Traffic Show from Rutgers University at the Weather Watchers studio in beautiful New Brunswick. Let's say a big good morning to Rain. Good morning.
Thanks. Good morning, Don. Headlines for today. Beautiful weather for the rest of the week. As we move into the weekend, that's when we start to see these showers on Saturday and Sunday, and also a little bit throughout next week, possibly some showers. Keep an eye on that and see if the possibilities change. And then also taking a look at the tropics, Hurricane Ian has been bearing down on Florida, and we'll take a closer look at that in just a bit. Commute forecast for this morning. Looking very clear this morning, nothing of concern. And as we move into the afternoon and evening, also looking the same, mostly sunny, great conditions for your commute. Today's highs, 69 in Milford, Islip, New York, Toms River, 70 in Piscataway and Trenton and Millville, and slightly chillier up in Sussex. Tonight's lows, 51 in Milford, 55 in Islip, 54 in New York, 58 down in Toms River, and all the way up to 61 down in Wildwood, and then also up in Sussex. Gets chillier, 43 degrees, kind of starting to feel that fall weather. As we look at our futurecast, for the remainder of Thursday and moving into Friday, no precipitation yet, just that clouds thickening. And as we move into the remainder of Friday and into Saturday morning, that's when the precipitation really starts to ramp up and move into New Jersey. More specifically, the Atlantic County area of New Jersey. As you can see, it's going to be a lot heavier in South Jersey, but still pretty heavy in North Jersey as well as the New York and Connecticut area. So if you're going anywhere, make sure to come prepared with a raincoat and umbrella, and also do be aware that driving conditions could be a bit rough, so always stay safe and be prepared. As for our tropics, Hurricane Ian has made landfall in Florida as a Category 4 hurricane, and we expect that the path and the trajectory of the hurricane will start to decrease in wind speed and dissipate, and it might also make landfall once again in South Carolina, but we hope by that time it will only be a tropical storm and hopefully it won't impact them too badly, but keep an eye on that as we move into next week. And as I step aside for your 7-day forecast, Thursday today, 69 degrees, similar conditions tomorrow and Friday, also 69 degrees, some clouds here and there. And then, as I said, as we move into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 50% and 40% chance of showers respectively, with our high temperature sitting at 67 degrees. As we move into the work week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we have a chance of showers for all of those days, but it's a little bit uncertain whether or not it will actually be any significant rain. So keep an eye on that. And also temperatures for all of those days sitting in the mid to high 60s and lows in the low 50s. That's all. Back to you, Don.
Thank you, Rain, and welcome to the team. Let's give Rain a big round of applause. Very nicely done there from the Weather Watcher studio in New Brunswick, New Jersey on the Rutgers campus. This half hour is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Go to CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com for more information on the best ice cream anywhere to be found on 22 North Avenue West in historic Cranford, New Jersey. Again, 908-272-3000 is the phone number. We are also sponsored by Travels with Darley. Wonderful program on PBS Crate, Amazon Prime, Wonder Middle Eastern TV's Journey. Head to our website, darley-newman.com for more information. Great travel program on PBS is mainly where I'm able to watch that. Does a lot of adventure traveling in her 10th season. She's still in Turkey. So we'll maybe check in with her tomorrow to see if she's come back to the States or has moved on to other parts of the world. But wonderful travel program there on PBS. So definitely check out Darley, Travels with Darley, and also our new program, Look Up with Darley in Newark. That's still airing, I believe, on NJ PBS, New Jersey PBS. So definitely go to her website to find out the dates and times of that program. We are also sponsored by website now. And that, there we go. Shave Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey. Definitely give those fellas a call. 908-325-6283. Again, 908-325-6283. Conveniently located right off the Garden State Parkway between exits 135 and 136 along Raritan Road, right across the street from what I think is one of the last remaining Friendlies in the state of New Jersey, but it is still going strong there in Clark. So head over there for your fades, your hot towel shave. As Anna says, I think you need the Shave Cave to do a remote location and come in and take care of this beard. But again, fine fellows here at the Shaved Cave do an amazing job. Again, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey. Also, Maxim Motors is a sponsor of the big broadcast. Out in Dover, New Jersey, in Morris County, 303 West Clinton Street, which is Route 15, 973-620-9060. And you can pick up a quality used vehicle at an affordable price. Talk to Nick and his father, Anthony. Again, they handpick all the vehicles there. Some of these vehicles have, some higher mileage on them. So, keep that in the back of your mind. But again, not everyone can afford a $40,000 vehicle. Again, this is going to be 973-620-9060 is the phone number. And give Nick a call. And he's got about a dozen or so cars to choose from. See just some of the offerings here for you to pick from here. Again, some of these vehicles do have some higher mileage on them. Not going to lie to you about that. But again, they're still in good shape. Like this Forester here, 113,000 miles. Again, those things you can't kill these things. I mean, these things are just unbelievable. So 14,500 for the 2015 Subaru Forester. So give Nick a call at 973-620-9060 is phone number. All right, so we've taken care of our sponsors for today's broadcast. We'll keep them up along the bottom of the screen, but we got a lot going on here as far as our traffic and our weather and, just a plethora of stuff that's happening here this morning. And don't mind me if I look a little distracted because I'm just trying to. John sent me something here this morning from Rutgers. So I'm just trying to open up this email to see what he said here. So let's do this. Let's do that. So there we go. I'm just waiting for that to come in as you're looking at the Turnpike this morning. Is definitely a mess getting south of 8 into 7A because of that overturned dump truck. Certainly not something that we want to see. So you want to just definitely give yourself plenty of additional travel time if you can. Okay, there we go. I need to just pardon me, because I need to do one thing here. He sent me something. I'm just trying to share it so we all can see. One moment. It takes ever for this thing to come up. There we go. Okay, so let's do this. So again, the Turnpike, take that off of your list. 29 is getting busier by the minute. Into the Trenton Tunnel right in here. Give me one more second. I just got to just populate this app. Okay. So Parkway looks to be good through Monmouth and Ocean County. It's a little backed up into Brick, but what else is new? Parkway, Monmouth County, we're fine, but then it really just completely goes down the drain. And especially for our friends out here along Route 22 in White House and Lebanon, you know, you're really not used to seeing any kind of real traffic on 22 because 78 really picks up most of the slack there. But the problem is there's a fuel spill just east of exit 26, Rattlesnake Bridge Road. And the problem is now is that we are looking at almost connecting the dots back through Clinton, back through about exit 15. So just in this stretch alone here, it could take you about 40 minutes or so. So that's why folks are bailing off here at, because west of 31, Route 22 and 78, it's the same road. So you're bailing off here at exit 18 up by the Clinton Honda and heading east through Lebanon into White House Station. That's why this and this is heavier than what it normally will be. So again, if you're watching us in Branchburg and coming off of, let's say, Reddington Road, and you're going to merge into eastbound 22, you're going to see some traffic there. Same thing out through White House Station, out by the King's Shopping Center here this morning. That is going to be a little bit, a little more backed up than kind of what we normally would see. Again, just kind of keep that in the back of your mind at 7:56. Fortunately, there's no cameras in 78 through this area. Don't ask me why there's no cameras. That is just, doesn't make any sense. Let's refocus here on all this red on the Parkway from Clark up to Cranford, Kenilworth Union. Turnpike is just getting hammered here from 12 straight up through 15E. What a mess that is. 287 into South Plainfield, Edison, both ways, and Piscataway is heavy. Everything on 206 and 202, all coming into the Somerville traffic circle, is busy as well. Let's focus in on, there's a lot of red here. Getting off at 15E and then getting onto the Western Spur. Looks like we may have a crash there. So let's see if we can find that now. No. So none of these cameras work. Okay. Let's see what the Eastern Spur does for us. You see it very, very far left. There it is on the left, getting underneath, coming up underneath the Skyway. So it's just before that in 280. This is all trying to get onto truck routes 1 and 9 going north at the Passaic River Drawbridge. That's why that's all banged up. This is out at 15X. So this is the approach to the Lincoln Tunnel. Oofa, look at that. Isn't that nice? Huh? Ouch. Oh my goodness. All right, so 7:58 is our time. I want to bring in a special slide here this morning, and we'll do it again before we wrap up the show as well as tomorrow. But Alexandra, there it is. There's your wedding forecast for Alexandra's wedding on Sunday. Johnny, thank you so much for doing that as kind of last minute thing here for you. I know you're busy with your studies, but awesome stuff. Let's give John some applause for putting in making Alexandra wedding forecast. Shower chance at 62. So if there's no showers, at least it'll be cool enough so the groomsmen aren't sweating through their jackets. But again, the shower chance is there. It's all really going to depend on whatever is left of Ian. of whatever is left of Ian that's going to eventually show up in our area. So it just depends on the speed and also the, which way the winds are going to take this thing. So we'll see how this all plays out in the next 48 hours. But as it stands now, this is the forecast for the wedding, Alexandra. A little bit of a shower chance, 62 degrees for Alexandra's wedding on Sunday. So thank you, Johnny. And let's just hope that the rain maybe will stay away for the majority of Sunday for Alexandra's big nuptials there at Westmont Country Club in a beautiful Woodland Park. Jersey State DOT calls it its former name, but we'll leave it at Woodland Park. All right, so yes, we'll bring that slide back up once again for Anna, and I don't know what I just did, and there we go. So let's see here now. All right, let's kind of regroup. Let's go back to the maps here now. Let's do this. And 8 o'clock is our time. Again, friends, we're going to 8:30 because I just want to make sure that we set up right for the New Jersey Morning Show. I just have to get the computer back into that mode. I don't know how with the troubles this morning I had with the computer. I just didn't like that. Meteorologist Justin Godnick up early here. Baby Emma Rose. Morning, Don. Love Hunterdon County. Beautiful spots. Yes, absolutely. Plenty of wonderful places out in Hunterdon County to choose from. Can't go wrong. Warren County is also beautiful as well. You almost don't even feel like you're in New Jersey. Anna says the weather watchers are full service. Yes, they are. Absolutely. That they are. So doing a wonderful job there. They're probably all the weather watchers are probably saying, who's this Don guy? What are we doing? More work, more reports. That is unbelievable. Connor, good morning. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining us here on the broadcast. Connor is new to the program, so let us know where you're coming in from this morning. All right, so 8:01 now is our time. I don't even know where to begin. It's just chaos everywhere. Let's go to the Hudson River crossings briefly here. See what we've got. Let's see. I'm going to say at least an hour at the George. Come on. Ever. Well, as that's populating, Connor is East Brunswick. Yes, excellent. Good morning. There we go. Drum roll, please. Rosengarten. And at least an hour at the George. I was right about that there. 45 or so at the Lincoln. 20 to 25 at the Holland Tunnel. But again, it is, I mean, just all approaches here to the Holland Tunnel are just mass chaos on that Skyway. The Bay Extension is the better ride. It's just obviously coming out of Newark, just a little bit heavy there on the Bay Extension. Parkway is just getting hammered here through Irvington, all the way up into Bloomfield. Eastbound 280 is a mess coming into East Orange, and then west on 78, the local lanes, you've got no relief there. 80 is really busy this morning. Out of Roxbury through Dover, Rockaway, Parsippany, as you head east from exit 30 out to 42. East along 280 is fairly busy out at New Road. See both ways of 80 coming out towards just west of Route 20 is a solid ride. Then east on 46 is definitely crowded east of Route 23. So yeah, that's kind of normal stuff. And then westbound Route 3 is heavy at 46, eastbound heavy to Bloomfield Avenue, then again out to Route 17. 17 is a catastrophe here, both ways out by Paramus Road. But something's going on here to 17. Yeah, I think it's an accident. Yeah, Midland Avenue. That's what. Let's check out the incident page. We'll see if records. No, it's got to be 22 west. Bound just before Vauxhall Road. Okay, we'll look at that in a second, but I want to go to the cameras because I want to see if 17 has something this morning. Route 17. Come on. They're kind of in order, but then they're not. See if the camera at the Parkway will show us anything. Yeah, I don't know which direction that camera is located. Here's the Parkway, and that could be looking north. I think that's looking north. I don't think it's able to see the crash going south. So there's definitely something happening here at Midland Avenue in Paramus. I'd say you could take Franklin Turnpike, but the problem is that it's not going to do you any good because it doesn't connect here further south. Well, I say a lot, don't I? Geez, 208 going south here from, let's say, Goffle Road down through basically Paramus and Fairlawn Avenue, a little bit south of that into Paramus Road. I mean, there's just traffic everywhere, north on 287, which goes east to Sunglare into Franklin Lakes. 287 busy getting south and towards Route 80. I mean, it is just getting wrecked out here. Just mass chaos everywhere in North Jersey. And then our big delays here on the turnpike heading south. Let's go to the city now. Let's jump into here. Staten Island Expressway, a lot of volume in Sunglare heading east of the Goethals Bridge on over to the Verrazano. As we continue over to the Gowanus, straight up onto the Prospect, just into the Prospect, I should say, across the top of the world, and then continuing over to Brooklyn Bridge, Battery Tunnels, about 15 minutes or so. South in the BQE is still fairly heavy here. I don't know why they're still saying there's a crash. I didn't see anything. At the Kosciuszko Bridge, Midtown Tunnels about 30. This is about 10 to 15 here at the Ed Koch. North on the FDR Drive is hammered from the 30s up into the 90s, and then south here at the RFK Triborough. West side is busy getting south of the Cross Bronx. RFK Triborough is fairly crowded going west on the Grand Central a little bit. I've seen worse here out at the area of Citi Field this morning. Both ways of the LIE is heavy here at the BQE. Well, we know it's at the BQE, but I'm saying at Queens Boulevard is really busy ride. And then just look at this. I mean, there's no room to move here through Casino Boulevard out to basically the Clearview, Grand Central. There really is no give there as well. Van Wyck going south just before, Jamaica Avenue. Looks like we've got a hit there. Both ways of the Jackie Robinson is going to be busy. West on the Belt is heavy here at basically Van Wyck. The Belt is heavy going west of the Flatbush, both ways out through Plum Beach and Ocean Parkway. Getting out to Bay Parkway is going to be a solid ride. And now the Cross Island looks like it's going downhill here, heading south of Hempstead Turnpike. Looks like we got a crash there. Let's go to the city incident page and see what we're picking up here this morning. Still no matching records. That's unfathomable. Like, I can't imagine that's either the page isn't working or somebody's asleep at the switch. One of the two. Let's see if we can take a look. Any of our cameras here will show. That's going south. Let's go here at 87th Avenue. Just don't know which direction that's going when they put these cameras in the middle like that. That was south on the left. So I think it's closer to Jamaica. Oh, that's Jamaica Avenue. Let's see. Back to here. 91st. That's the same one we had. That's a good one at Atlantic Avenue, right? Let's see. I don't think the Cross Island has cameras. Well, they do, but it all depends on whether things work. That's south going away. Avenue. That's just the entrance to it. That's not going to do us any good. This is south coming towards us. See, that's the problem. There's no cameras that are. This is probably going to show if it does. That's north coming towards us there. So, fortunately, there's no cameras in that location, which is troubling. Let's go here. 8:10 is our time. Again, we are sponsored by. You see the sponsor at the bottom. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, as well as Travels of Darley. Also sponsored by the Shaved Cave in Clark and Maxim Motor Cars in Dover, New Jersey. Into here, sometimes there's other cameras that the city DOT doesn't have. Nope. It's got to be right in here somewhere. Unfortunately, there is no camera to help us with that issue there, which eludes us. Let's see here now. 8:11 is our time. Go to Long Island. Still that broken down vehicle. Not going to tie up traffic terribly. Other than the volume here, both ways of the southern from 16 onward to exit 30 west on the LIE, or heavy here as you get out towards exit 39. Then the northern state is a little crowded as well, getting into Shelter Rock Road. Northern state west at the Wantagh is busy. West on the LIE at 135 is heavy. LIE here from Sandy Coast into 110 is busy, and then further east from 60 on over to about exit 53. Lots of volume there. So is Sunrise Highway as you get out to the merge. And then we continue further east of that, or Hampton Bay, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton. We're seeing just a ton of traffic this morning. Let's take a look at our Connecticut list to see if anything crazy is happening. Let's go here. Nope, it's just delays. Just the delay. Something's going on at Route 8, though. There's definitely an accident here out of Ansonia into Derby. This is probably around exit 14 or so, maybe. The old man's got it still. Let's see. 17. Yeah, just quite a bit there. So there's definitely a crash there, and we didn't see any. I didn't see anything here, so that must have just happened. Waiting some details on that. Parkway's heavy 52 down to 48. And then again, heavier here through the new exit zone, getting into 40, south of 44, into 41, and then busier now out to 36 in that area. 95 is heavy from Fairfield straight through to Darien from 18, 19 through 11, and then heavier from 9 all the way down into Greenwich by exit 5. Let's go to the Hudson Valley, and there's definitely something happening onto the Palisades. It's going to be about exit 10 here. 59 crash, road closure, everything is shut on westbound 59 at Clarkstown. Okay. Conic, sprain, Westchester, shoulder is out. They're good about Hudson Valley is good about getting the shoulder, getting the crashes off to the shoulder. Let's see what this is here. There is definitely something. I think I can't imagine that this is all volume on the Palisades. It's possible, but I don't think so. I think there's something going on here just before the 304. Interchange, just coming into interchange 13 for the throughway. Throughway's heavy straight across the Tappan Zee Bridge. Where's that 59 closure? Is it right in here? Let's see, what did they say that was? Rose Road in Clarkstown. Clarkstown is around here somewhere. Where that is, it is eluding me. First of all, what county is that now? That would help us out greatly. Rockland. So can't be that far out. It's got to be in here somewhere. And if I had to take a guess, it's got to be, I think it's right in here. Yes, it is. Just past the interchange with the Palisades Parkway. Now they're saying everything is shut. So that would lead henceforth the credence that that's why this ramp southbound to the southbound Palisades is heavy, because of the crash here, that this is where it's closed, is right in there. Okay. I'm seeing a big backup, but again, when did that happen? I got to go to rain here in the weather center. 55, so 20 minutes ago. All right. As I get more information on that, sit back and enjoy. We have a look of our forecast with rain from the Weather Watcher Club out of New Brunswick, New Jersey. And you know what? Let's do this here. 7-day for us. Rain from the Weather Watchers Club over at Rutgers University. So, Rain, take it away. Good morning.
Thanks. Good morning, Don. Headlines for today. Beautiful weather for the rest of the week. As we move into the weekend, that's when we start to see these showers on Saturday and Sunday, and also a little bit throughout next week, possibly some showers. Keep an eye on that and see if the possibilities change. And then also taking a look at the tropics, Hurricane Ian has been bearing down on Florida, and we'll take a closer look at that in just a bit. Commute forecast for this morning. Looking very clear this morning, nothing of concern. And as we move into the afternoon and evening, also looking the same, mostly sunny, great conditions for your commute. Today's highs, 69 in Milford, Islip, New York, Toms River, 70 in Piscataway and Trenton and Millville, and slightly chillier up in Sussex. Tonight's lows, 51 in Milford, 55 in Islip, 54 in New York, 58 down in Toms River, and all the way up to 61 down in Wildwood, and then also up in Sussex. Gets chillier, 43 degrees, kind of starting to feel that fall weather. As we look at our futurecast for the remainder of Thursday and moving into Friday, no precipitation yet, just that clouds thickening. And as we move into the remainder of Friday and into Saturday morning, that's when the precipitation really starts to ramp up and move into New Jersey. More specifically, the Atlantic County area of New Jersey. As you can see, it's going to be a lot heavier in South Jersey, but still pretty heavy in North Jersey as well as the New York and Connecticut area. So if you're going anywhere, make sure to come prepared with a raincoat and umbrella, and also do be aware that driving conditions could be a bit rough, so always stay safe and be prepared. As for our tropics, Hurricane Ian has made landfall in Florida as a Category 4 hurricane, and we expect that the path and the trajectory of the hurricane will start to decrease in wind speed and dissipate, and it might also make landfall once again in South Carolina, but we hope by that time it will only be a tropical storm, and hopefully it won't impact them too badly, but keep an eye on that as we move into next week. And as I step aside for your 7-day forecast, Thursday today, 69 degrees, similar conditions tomorrow and Friday, also 69 degrees, some clouds here and there. And then, as I said, as we move into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 50% and 40% chance of showers respectively, with our high temperature sitting at 67 degrees. As we move into the work week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we have a chance of showers for all of those days, but it's a little bit uncertain whether or not it will actually be any significant rain. So keep an eye on that. And also temperatures for all of those days sitting in the mid to high 60s and lows in the low 50s. That's all. Back to you, Don.
Thank you, Rain, and very, very well done here in the Weather Center. So we appreciate all the updates there from the Weather Watchers group. The president, Mr. John Rocco, on top of things, leading his group there for our wonderful little broadcast, the Tri-State Traffic Show. Again, they're probably all saying, "Who's this guy, Don?" They have no idea who I am, but anyway, we thank them so much for again, the Tri-State Rain and the Weather Watcher Club there at Rutgers for providing us the forecast. So amazing stuff. And we'll check in with the Weather Watchers tomorrow. And again, we've got our special forecast here for Alexandra's wedding. Again, shower chance on Sunday with 62 degrees. So even if it's not raining, it's going to be a little chilly out there, almost like a cold November type rain. Cue in the Guns N' Roses. But I can't because they'll throw me off of YouTube with copyright strikes. But again, this is for Sunday's big nuptials for Alexandra Sunday. So we'll see how it all plays out. Looking at Rain's future cast, it really looks like it's going to be Saturday now is really going to be the brunt taking, this area is going to take the brunt of the rain from whatever's left of Ian on Saturday. So Sunday, there may be a lingering shower, and maybe it's not a full washout, a full deluge of water like it looks like in the future cast for Saturday. So keep on top of things. And there we go. There's Alexandra's wedding forecast. I'm not sure if Alexandra's still with us, but hopefully nothing is outside. I don't know. But everything is going to be inside, then you should be pretty good. But, as Loretta said, that rain on the wedding is a good thing. So it's brings you good luck. So there is the forecast for Alexandra's wedding this Sunday. And next we'll give Alexandra applause. Mr. Alexandra. Well, congratulations to him too. Let's do this. Let's come off of this now. Oh, no, wrong one. And we're going to unfortunately wrap up the show. And we're having a lot of fun. We got a lot of folks watching us here this morning. Great. Let's go to, and if I say one more time, I'm going to cut my tongue out of my mouth. Wow. Let's see here. Bring that back up. So let's just run down the incident pages here in the next like 10 minutes or so. Let's go back to New Jersey now. Let's start there. Again, we know there's a ton of volume across the board. So we've got now a crash on 22 West, east of Vauxhall Road in Union. That's just before the Parkway. We have now a new crash on Route 3 west of 21. Maybe we can take a quick look at that with the cameras. The one thing I did like with the Florida 511 site, that with the incidents, they actually, if there was a camera anywhere near that incident, they put it up next to it. Love that. Great idea. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Looks like it's right here in the right lane as you come down off the bridge from Route 3 into 21. So there. Wow, let's see this. I count 1, 2. Is it possible that there's one more on the other side? Don't know. Okay, so that's westbound Route 3 at 21. We're dealing with this collision in the process of being cleared, as we say in the traffic biz. Let's. I want to show you the 22 issue out of Hillside. Going to be right there. That's taking a hit there, getting out of Hillside into Union out at the Parkway. Again, the 78 delay gets east now of the Parkway. Wow, it's just crazy. It's chaotic out here. It's just a disaster in many ways. Let's see. Overturned dump truck. We've been telling you about that all morning. Truck lanes here southbound before 7A in Robbinsville. Left lane is out. They're still saying the entrance ramp from 11. Still saying the ramp from 11 at the Parkway is still banged up with some sort of a broken down vehicle. See if we can see that. And some of it, I think, it was right in here, but that's long gone. Boy, it's a good looking day out there, isn't it? Wow, that golden sunshine. Be a nice day to walk on the boardwalk because it's not terribly warm. Let's see here. Alexandra says, thank you for the special weather report. Yes, that goes to John Rocco, our main man, Johnny Rocco, man in the weather slides. So, yes, Alexandra, and we'll see if we're able to get a little more update, clarification on Sunday tomorrow to see if anything has changed as far as our route of tropical moisture coming up our way. So, okay, so the 22 crash is gone. The 78, the Route 3 thing is still there. 78, we're still banged up with delays because of that earlier fuel spill at Rattlesnake Bridge Road. City, still nothing being reported as far as any kind of accidents. Let's go to Long Island. Still have that broken down vehicle on the shoulder at 62 on the LIE. That's not harming anyone. Take a look at the Hudson Valley now. Greene County, Columbia County, that's out of our area. Dutchess, Route 9, the shoulder is out. 59 is still shut there at the Palisades interchange. The westbound side there in Clarkstown. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem for a while. 17K, that's a shoulder out on the sprain. 304, Rockland North on 304 at Bardonia Road. That is, I wonder if this is one in the same. It's 304. It's right in here. Pearl River. There's 304. Where did that say that was? 304 Bardonia Road in Bardonia. Must be right up in here. There it is. There it is. So this is just as you come through the Palisades here this morning. You go under or go over? Probably go over. Going the wrong way. Oh, okay. So you definitely go over the Palisades. So it's in this area here that's shut. And then it's not too far south of that. That's our second crash here on westbound 59 at the Palisades. Everything is closed for that crash as well. Loretta, Alexandra, be sure to send a picture of the bride and groom. Love wedding pictures. So yes, Alexandra, once you come back from your honeymoon, I don't know if you're going right to Hawaii from the wedding next week, or are you going to wait a little bit? Yeah, definitely send it over to me. TriStateTrafficShow@gmail.com if you'd like us to put that on the air of the happy couple. Let's go to 287 East through Elmsford, White Plains. Again, all of this is just volume here. This is just normal stuff here on 95, Fairfield, down through Darien into Stamford. The Merritt through Trumbull is busy, and then getting through New Canaan is also going to be a stiff ride as we continue over to, it is with the ums again. Just the city has just gone down the drain. I mean, there is just nowhere for anybody to move. Eastbound Expressway, Staten Island, from the Goethals on over to the Verrazano. Let's take a look at the belt, both ways going east of the Verrazano, both ways here through Ocean Parkway. West in the Flatbush is busy. Gowanus is just a mess heading up into the Prospect across the top of the world. All these delays in the BQE to the Brooklyn Bridge. I mean, we are back as far as traffic. No question about it. We're just going to call it here. West on the belt is heavy at the Van Wyck. Both ways of the LIE is just a mess in the Casino Boulevard through St. John's, and the Grand Central is heavy. Ed Koch is about 10, about 25 or so at the Midtown Tunnel. FDR both ways into 96th Street is busy. RFK Triborough, we're seeing a ton of delays. Same thing at on the Cross Island. Look at this, both ways here, out through Hempstead Turnpike, on up to Hillside Avenue. South on the Cross Island is a mess coming out of the Throgsneck Bridge. West on the Crossbox is heavy to 3rd Avenue. South on the Bruckner is heavy all the way onto the elevated section onto the Deegan at Willis. Both ways here at the Cross Bronx is heavy on the Deegan. we've kind of thinned it out a little bit here through the Mosholu, even the Bronx River Parkway to Yonkers. We're looking pretty good as well. Let's go to the freshest numbers at the Hudson River crossings this morning. See what we're dealing with. Looking at well over an hour at the George, about I'm going to say almost an hour at the Lincoln, about 20 to 25 at the Holland Tunnel. Let's run down New Jersey Transit, shall we? Corridor service operating a full weekday schedule, subject to up to 20-minute delays both ways. Earlier broken down SEPTA train near Trenton. Let's take a look at PATH. Only thing we've got really cooking on PATH, hopefully, cross our fingers, is the fact that it's the Hackensack River test lifting. That's Newark to World Trade, 10 a.m. to 11 and 1 to 2. Keep that in mind. Let's go to the MTA now. We'll check in with our subways and buses for New York City. These are just planned reroutes for track work, so everything else is fairly tranquil. Metro North and Long Island Railroad is on or close. Let me just look at this Port Jervis. No trains between Suffolk and Port Jervis. Buses running Ramsey, Route 17 at all stations. Sloatsburg through Port Jervis until November 11th. That is planned track repairs. Passaic, bus replace trains southeast and Passaic until just before Thanksgiving on November the 20th. So let's see here. We're going to wrap up things here in about 5 minutes. Let's see. Alexandra says, I will be sure to send pictures. Excellent. Excellent. Let's see what we got. Let's go to, I mean, just that snapshot there is just crazy. Let's take a look at South Jersey now, because I think there's a couple other things happening here. North and Brick at 89 up to 91 is busy on the Parkway. At 55, 42. That's beginning to thin out. 295, a little slow here south of exit 30 on over to the Aljo curve. Seeing some delays here west on the AC Expressway. Don't know why. Something happened here. Say an exit out through what town we're in. Folsom, we'll say. AC, Egg Harbor Township, Somers Point, Seattle City, Avalon, Wildwood, Cape May is going to be in good shape. We continue over to Monmouth County is good. Western Jersey, Justin's favorite spots out here on 80, 46, and 78, 202. That is fine, except getting out to the Somerville traffic circle is still a little bit heavy. 29 is busy getting into the Trenton Tunnel. All right, friends, let's see. This is the last comment this morning. Alexander's leaving for Hawaii on Tuesday. Very nice. Excellent. Get out of this cold weather, or not cold, but cooling down. So yes, so congratulations, Alexandra, to you. We thank you for joining us as always, my friend. So we'll take a look at that forecast again for tomorrow, getting into Sunday. Maybe, just maybe, some things may change up just a little bit, but shall see. Yes, so we're going to wrap up things now. Just follow me on to On New Jersey. That is the new YouTube channel, website for the New Jersey Morning Show. Join myself, Kara, Christina, and meteorologist Mike Favetta in the Weather Center. He'll also have some more details on the weekend forecast coming up at 9 o'clock. Again, that's On New Jersey. That's the YouTube channel. You want to dial us up here again at the top of the hour for the New Jersey Morning Show. Again, great crowd here this morning. First off, I want to thank our sponsors. It's going to be Maxim Motor Cars, Shaved Cave, Travels with Darley, and Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. We can't do it without them, so we thank them very, very much for helping us out here in the Tri-State Traffic Center. I want to thank Alexandra, Loretta, Connor, Auntie Anna, Justin, who is joining us here. He's doing the baby duties this morning, getting up early with little Emma Rose there. So we thank him for dialing us up, and we thank all of you who are watching on the replays. Please leave a comment. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Also want to thank John Rocco, president of the Weather Watchers Club, thank Rain, doing a great job there in the Weather Center, keeping us updated on our forecast, as well as some updates for what's left of Ian here on an early Thursday morning. All right, so we are going to end up things here. Have a terrific Thursday. Drive safely. And again, join me at the top of the hour on New Jersey, ONNJ, all together at YouTube. You can find the channel there. All right, friends, have a, again, terrific Thursday. Drive safely, and we'll